So for those who are new to the subject zero waste lifestyle is a way to reduce, reuse or recycle our waste, just to send as less as possible to a landfill. I know that we cannot be 100% zero waste. It's impossible. But what we can do are little baby steps and little actions that we can do every single day just to reduce our waste on daily basis. The tips I will mention today are only drops in the ocean, but of course I hope I can get you a little more inspired just to reduce your waste at home, because it's not impossible. We just need to take that action. So let's get straight to the video, and here are my 10 easy tips. Again and again, tip number 1, replace plastic straws. Avoid plastic straws everywhere you can and anytime you can. If you are straw drinker, then definitely go for some alternatives. Nowadays you can choose between glass straws, bamboo straws, stainless steel straws. Like, there is huge choice of alternatives to plastic straws. The first thing that I bought when I started my zero waste journey were plastic straws. So I have bamboo straws and stainless steel straws, but I have to be honest that I do not drink that much with straws, only maybe in summer when I make some smoothies or I make my juices. Tip number 2 is also a well-known tip, and that is bring your own bag when you go shopping. I know that this tip is really obvious again, but believe me, you will be very happy if you go last minute grocery shopping. That you will be very happy if you have one reusable bag with you instead of buying plastic bags. I am sure that in every household and each of us has one reusable bag at our home. So sometimes you do not even need to invest buying new bags, because more of the time we already have some bags at our home. So definitely go and check your cupboards and wardrobe. And tip number 3 is choose longer lasting LED bulbs. These LED light bulbs last longer than normal ones, so you do not have to change them that much. They also use 80% less of energy and are more durable, and they will give you the same amount of the light as the normal light bulbs. They might be maybe a little bit expensive than the normal ones, but as I said, they will last longer, they will save you much more energy, and you do not have to replace them very often. Tip number 4, rethink your approach to disposable fashion. Always think before you buy some piece of clothing if you really need it, if you do want to support fast fashion, disposable fashion. If you already know, then you not gonna use that piece of clothing more than 3 months or more than half a year, then it's definitely not worth buying. Instead of that, build a wardrobe that you will be satisfied with, and donate or sell items that you do not want anymore instead of throwing them into a trash. Tip number 5, keep all the letters and old envelopes for scrap paper or notes. So the first thing you're gonna do is to dispose all sensitive information. Then you can cut up the junk mail, letters and envelopes, to use the back of the paper as a scrap paper for notes, for lists, for bookmarks, etc. Tip number 6, buy secondhand before buying new. Just before you purchase new items like, for example, furniture or electronics or some things for your household, check some websites or thrift stores. Many times you will find new pieces, unique pieces, and you don't need to buy whole new stuff. So you will again reduce your waste and you will also save some money. So tip number 7, my favorite one, start to make more DIYs. And you can do it. Everyone can do it. You can do it. And it's so much fun, I'm telling you. Instead of buying cosmetics or cleaning products, you can simply make your own at home. And from simple ingredients. Not only that, you will send less trash from packaging to a landfill. It will also save you the money and you will know what is it made of. No chemicals, all natural. You can also check my recipes of the products that I already made in my playlist November. I already made things like homemade deodorant, dry shampoo, laundry detergent, body lotion, lip balm. Like, you can almost create everything. And so you can reduce the waste from the plastic bottles and from plastic packagings. Tip number 8 is to start composting. And why I mention it again and again is because food comprises about 40% of our household waste. So please try to compost as much as possible. If you do not have a backyard or a garden and you live in the city or in the town, in the apartment as I do, you can simply put your leftovers to a freezer, to a bowl, and when you have enough, when it's full, you can simply bring it to your local compost pile. So really, if you have a lot of organic waste, try to compost as much as possible. Tip number 9, invest in cloth napkins and handkerchiefs. Just think, our older generations didn't constantly reach for paper tissues or paper napkins because they didn't have the choice, and they are still alive. They used cloth napkins and handkerchiefs. Of course, it needs to be washed again, but it's so much sustainable and it's so much better for the environment than paper tissues, paper napkins that we only use just once. The last but not least, tip number 10, be more mindful about what you buy. Just before you purchase something, ask yourself if you really need it, if you really need the item, if you will use it very often on a daily basis, if it will bring you enjoyment or fulfillment. What works for me is that if I really want to buy something, I make a list of things that I want. And then I regularly check the list, and if I see the item that I am not that much excited anymore, I will remove it from the list. And then I know that if I would buy the item, it will be definitely not worth it. Give yourself, for example, 1 or 2 days to think of the item. And if you still, for example, feel the excitement, also after 1 or 2 weeks, then go ahead, buy the item. But if you don't and you are not 100% sure, then just let it go, forget it, because it's not worth your money, it's not worth the waste. If we want to save the environment and the whole planet a little bit, we need to buy less in general. So now is your turn. Now I am interested in what are your favorite tips to reduce waste on the daily basis. What is, for example, the most challenging part about the whole zero waste lifestyle, and how do you, for example, handle it? Share your hacks and share your tips with me down in the comment section. If you have any other questions or any other comments or recommendations, just feel free to write everything. Of course, if you like the video, I will be very happy if you will give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to know more about my life, my zero waste journey and my minimalism journey, then you can follow me on the Instagram, or you can read my blog. I will put all the links down in the description box. I wish you a wonderful day. Be good, be nice, and I hope I will see you soon. Bye guys.